Okay, this is gonna get me into trouble. But the Cubitus should have been quartz. Before you get angry in the comments, hear me out. Let's step back just a little bit. So a few weeks ago, there was a leak on Patek Philippe's recent release, the Cubitus. And with any anticipated release, there was going to be really high expectations, and the watch community had very mixed feelings about this watch. I did too, and I'm someone who isn't considering a Patek Philippe anytime in the future. The Cubitus is a very divisive watch, but we can all at least agree that it's been a very interesting few weeks for Patek. A lot of people had very mixed opinions about the Cubitus. Some people saying it's ugly, some people liked it, some people compared it to a Casio, which I don't see the problem with. And even I think comparing it to the World Time is a bit of a stretch. But something about the Cubitus at the time caught my eye. And that was the way it was designed. When it first got leaked, it was the platinum version on the blue strap. My opinions were that I would much rather wait and see what the watch would look like on a bracelet. When I saw the Cubitus, I thought Patek were reviving a very specific subset of watches that were very popular between the 70s and 90s. I don't know what you call this style of watches, probably luxury sport watches, but they have been recently dubbed geezer watches.
I just picked up an extremely geezer watch.
Ah, Brutus, we meet again.
Look what I got.
Shit. It is Apex Geezer.
It doesn't get more geezery than this.
Well, this is pretty geezery. This is Supreme Geezer.
What's this?
This is like menial Geezer.
There's the Gerald Genta Mother of Pearl Perpetual Calendar.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, what do you think?
It's pretty good.
Jesus. Most guys start with Rolex. You went right to Geezerville.
I think it's 1970s Piaget Dancer.
It's got a geezery AP.
And I'm wearing one of those watches right now. This is one of my first obtained grails. This is the Concorde Mariner SG. I believe this is an 83 or an 84 vintage. This style of watches tend to be small, slim, and tend to have very distinct bracelets. And it's been Concorde's bread and butter. This Concorde Mariner, for example, is just 4 millimeters thick. And given the shape of the Cubitus, I was kind of hoping that they would bring back this style of watches. And Patek isn't exactly unfamiliar with these style of watches. They've made some really beautiful pieces of the style. And given that it was going to be the entry-level Patek, I was thinking maybe that means it's going to be quartz. And this is not me saying that quartz should be cheap or anything. It's just that with this kind of style, maybe quartz would be a perfect fit if the watch was small and slim. Because a lot of these watches were quartz. The ones that AP made, a lot of them were quartz. This Concorde is quartz. The Delirium is quartz. The Centurion is quartz. I think you get the picture. And then Patek released the Cubitus. And it was absolutely nothing like I expected. First off, the case is 45 millimeters. That is absolutely huge. And besides that, they kept the Nautilus bracelet on the thing. And I'll just be honest, my opinion on this does not really matter because I've never really considered a Patek, but if it was the way that I was hoping it would be, maybe it would have been something that I would have aspired for. I wouldn't have been able to get it anytime soon, but it would have at least been a nice goal to set. And Patek definitely knows its clientele better than one small YouTuber with an 80s watch from a has-been brand. I can't really say that I'm disappointed. I probably just had my hopes up a little too high. I was just hoping this style of watch would have some sort of revival. And that seems pretty far off from what Patek was aiming for. However, Girard-Perregaux has been teasing some very interesting things lately. That quartz version of the Laureato is pretty much the Concorde Mariner. The vintage piece of that time, I believe, if I am not wrong, was using the same movement as this one. And it was around the same thickness. They're also doing something else with the casquette, Girard-Perregaux's digital watch. And as far as I know, they're going to be unveiling this by the end of this month. So I'm really looking forward to that. So what did you think about the Cubitus? And what was your reaction when you saw the leaks? Please keep the conversation in the comments civil. Like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.